And I'm being told we're live. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Megaphonic versus Jackbox, the show that used to be where a bunch of Megaphonic hosts played Jackbox games, but is now
evolved.
Who knows? We just hang out, we play some games, we do some stuff. You never know right now. We might even play some Jackbox, but right now, we're just hanging, we're just chilling. We were just talking about Mary Shelley right before we hit the big red button to get us going. I'm Chris. I guess I host this anarchic thing. Over to my, I don't know, my right, my left? I can't tell. I'd have to flip it twice, right? Your right, my left, I'm bad, is Basky.
Yeah.
She's sleeping. She's a cat. She can't really introduce herself very well anyways, but she is pretty cute.
When she has something to say, she says it.
That's true. And then just beyond Basky is Basky's other human.
Yes. I am her plan B. I am her silver medal. I am the one who will do my plan.
I
feel like I need to have some relationship to Basky to make this work. I'm
she's trying to play with your hair. If you,
Oh,
and so that's Jared, and then finally we've got
me, Nadia.
It's Nadia.
The suspended podcast opposite of Lonely.
Someday it might come back. Who is being chased by the cops?
Which one of us?
Not
Maybe my neighborhood.
Very good. We get plenty of cops around here too. You know, you never know.
I live like there's that way there's a fire station, and that way there's all the hospitals, Hospital Row. So there are many sirens. It is a land of sirens. I'm used to them. I don't even hear them anymore.
Hello.
Greetings.
Hello, Kadao. Hello, Lily.
Ciao.
Chris.
Hello, everybody. We don't know what we're doing yet.
No, we haven't really discussed that. We were too busy talking about Mary Shelley.
Do you have any anything that you especially want to do before I do the thing that I have prepared?
Well, now we're all curious about pins and needles. What
all right.
You have prepared.
So let me tell you a little story about a project that has not yet gotten off the ground. Oh, hold on. We've had a request. Everybody kiss the cat.
Wait, this way. Mwah. Mwah. Oh. She said it's happening.
Nope. She doesn't. She's rejected you, Mikey.
And yet I am the one who feeds her.
It's true. So one of the podcasts that I dreamt up when we started doing Megaphonic, which I've never gotten around to doing, the podcast that is a show called Game Show 1939.
He's made theme music.
This is a draft of the theme music. Is it too loud?
I like that you have theme music, like whatever else you don't have.
Theme music is very important.
Truly, yes.
So the idea for Game Show 1939 is that I've got a book of trivia from the year 1939.
Ooh.
Which I'm not sure if it's technically out of copyright, but I choose to believe it is. Because it is from 1939, some of the answers to some of the questions are not quite what you would expect. Also, some of the answers to some of the questions are impossible to get because it's from 1939, and you have no idea now. So I hadn't quite figured out what exactly the format would be, but it would be your basic trivia game show. And I thought I would ask some of the questions to y'all and see how you do.
Sure.
We could take turns, but I also think maybe it would be best if you guys worked as a team. Don't use Google.
I thought you were going to ask us in lieu of buzzers just to sort of like screech.
Yeah, exactly. And indeed, it is a time capsule from one depression to the low-level depression that I've lived with my whole life, or at least since puberty. And also the economy's not doing so good. Now, we're going to start with some general quiz. It's called general quiz, this category. It comes in categories. Each of the categories in the book is divided into 4 sections. Each of those 4 sections has 25 questions. Some of the sections, of course, repeat. There are several general quizzes, and this is general quiz number 16B that we're looking at. Don't worry about any of that. The point is, these questions could be anything, but I picked them up because I thought some of them look promising, and you'll see they're all over the map in terms of difficulty, obscurity, and probably fun. And of course, we can have a conversation about them after about the questions if they bring up interesting topics. And those of you at the audience, the panel nobody except me should be able to see your comments. So if you think you have an answer, feel free to shout it out in the comments, and I will judiciously choose when to display them to everybody else. Question number 1: what are Lucy stoners?
Whoa!
How is that like the name Lucy, or is that
it is like I'll put it up here, Lucy stoners. What are Lucy stoners? And it is capitalized as if it were a name.
Oh my god, my next band name is what?
Well, it might be a good one for that, because what it turns out to mean is quite interesting. What did you say, Jared?
Where is this? Is this book from Canada, from England, from the U.S.?
Yeah.
Good question. This copy I bought, so I had a copy and then I found another copy online because I thought I couldn't tell whether it was the same. It had a different name. So manufactured in the United States of America.
Okay.
And it does have a lot of America-centric questions.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I think, Chris, I submit that we should all go around for each question and each person give a guess.
Well,
yeah.
Even if you have to make something up.
Some of them are going to be a bit easy, but if you want to make a guess, Nadia, since you proposed it, I'm going to guess a type of marble in the game of marbles. Oh, right, like a cat's eye, or something.
like a cat's eye, or
Very good, Mikey. Do you have an idea?
Well, I'm just going to go with what I would think it would mean if I heard it today, which I understand is not in keeping with the spirit, but I'm going to say that it's a Lucy Stoner is someone who keeps their wits about them when they're high.
Or drunk or whatever.
Yeah. When they're intoxicated, they can keep their shit together. They're quite
okay.
Weak.
Very good, Jared. Do you have a thought of what a Lucy Stoner might be?
Well, I mean, the reason I asked where it was from is because it sounds like Cockney rhyming slang to me.
Yeah.
So
it could be.
I'm going to go down a little rabbit trail and say that it's Cockney rhyming slang for boner in the old sense of a mistake.
Okay. All right. Well, Basky guesses that they're kibbles. And Kadao says women working as masons like Rosie the Riveter a decade or so later. All very good. You're all wrong, which is not surprising. This would have been very tricky to get. They are named from the Lucy Stone League. What do you think that might be?
Curling.
No.
Charity work.
Charity work is good. It's named after Lucy Stone. That's a person's name. And her name is important here.
Okay.
Because in 1955, she did something pretty normal, but she did it in a slightly unusual way. And the cat's being very cute. She's very excited to know.
1955.
Sorry, 1855. 1855.
Oh.
Sorry about that. 1855, she did something that is very normal for a woman to do, especially in 1855.
Died of tuberculosis.
No, she lived for another 40 years.
Gave birth.
What would you have her do before she gave birth in 1855?
Did she take ether?
No, well before let's say 9 months or so before she gave birth.
She had sex. The first woman to have sex in history.
And before that, what would she have done? I don't know. Am I frozen for everybody? I'm frozen.
Yeah,
you are frozen. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll figure that out at some point.
It's quite funny.
It's a good smirk. It's a good smirk that you frozen on.
Still.
This is a very Lucy Stoner smile.
I don't know why I can't find my camera. Oh, well. Doesn't matter. You can keep looking at Basky. But so what did she do? What did she do before she...
9 months before she gave birth, and it's not have sex. So,
well, what would you do? She got married, is correct. And when she got married, she did something very unusual, or more specifically, she did not do something that would be very normal for a woman to do when she got married.
Gave up her last name.
She is the first woman in America to not change her name when she got married. And the Lucy Stone League is a women's rights organization founded in 1921, specifically encouraging women to keep their maiden name. And Lucy Stoners were women who retained their maiden name after marriage.
Cool.
It's a great band name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it more now.
Yeah.
That is an excellent, excellent piece of trivia that I did not know.
I know. I wonder if I'll ever get my camera back.
Yeah, your basket is also frozen. She did some nice cleaning, and like your basket didn't move.
Oh,
No, she's not frozen.
No, she's not.
No, Chris Baskey is frozen.
Chris's basket. The basket in your window is frozen.
Oh, the basket that I turn to when I put on my window.
True basket is moving fine.
Will the real Baskerville please stand up?
Yeah,
No, it's the same.
No, Chris. It just unfroze. Basket went through this whole cleaning routine, and like the one on the left was completely still, and the one in the center was like lick, 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 cute, cute, cute. So.
Lick, 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 cute, cute, cute.
Oh, well. There I am. Hello.
Yeah,
I'm back. Okay, great. That was our first question. I think you'll find the second question to be a little bit trickier.
Okay.
Well, none of us got the first one, so that doesn't.
Yeah, our guesses were fun though.
Yeah. If you had a soiree,
Mm-hmm.
would you
Go
eat
on.
it, go to it, ride it, or keep it?
Chris,
What?
Are you familiar with like one of the like classic songs of Newfoundland folk oeuvre? Which
Yes,
has
yes,
the
I am.
title.
Mikey,
Okay.
I did not actually think this would be difficult.
Oh, you were doing that thing, telling a joke. Oh,
Oh.
So,
Listen,
Mikey, do you want to answer that one then?
You go to a soiree.
That's right.
A
Because
soiree in particular.
what's a
In
soiree?
It's a party.
It's more specific than that.
It's an evening party, isn't it?
It's an evening party.
Arguably, we are at a soiree right now.
Arguably, we are. Welcome
Well, that's a
to
drink.
Megaphonic versus Soiree.
The Kelligrew soiree in the song is mostly characterized by the outlandish things on the menu. So
Okay, so the new one, the next question, a little actually trickier. What is dromomania? Dromomania.
Oh,
What is it?
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that was related from the previous question, but still.
well, I mean,
Dromomania.
I have a very strong guess.
Can we all guess, even if we're just bullshitting?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You can
well,
discuss
why
it.
don't we-
You're
why don't
playing
we-
as a team and
Well,
as
I
a
mean-
entertaining camel show.
My brain is just like on dromedaries. So
I'm blanking on what the Dromo part means. I know,
Yes.
I know that I know this. I just
is it a cat like a love of camels?
Okay, that's your guess.
Yeah. I mean, everyone else guessed too. I'm not speaking for the team.
What did you say? It's a what of camels?
Camels. Just a real love for camels.
A real love for camels.
No, I mean, it's not a philia, it's a mania. It's an obsession with camels.
Obsession with camels. Okay, I will say that it is the etymology. That bit comes from the same word. You'll be unsurprised to hear.
is it an obsession with racing?
Ooh, why do you say that?
Because it's part of the word hippodrome.
Yes. Oh, very good. Yeah, it is that same word. It is not. That's not quite it, but you're definitely etymologically in the ballpark. Nadia, do you have a guess? And audience, do
I
you have
was
a
going to
guess?
say, I was trying to remember what the dromedary was, the one-humped camel or the two-humped camel.
It's traditionally
Oh.
the
Camels,
one,
too.
but that isn't relevant to this quote. To this, I'll admit.
See, now it's kind of unfair because now I've been given clues by the two
That's
previous
okay.
contestants,
You're all
and
right.
I
You're a
can't
team.
unsee them.
You stand on the
Um,
shoulders of giants.
Dromomania. I'm gonna say it's something like wanderlust, the desire to constantly be in motion and be going places.
That is 100% correct.
What?
Bravo!
It is a mania for dromos, meaning running in the ancient Greek, and dromomania was the inability to stop traveling, which led to wanderlust. Now, we had some really good guesses from the viewers, and also sports fandom, as in like organized sports. Those could all be good answers, and you were absolutely right. It was wanderlust. Very good. And yes, a dromedary also comes from What is the what's the other part? Running camel. Yeah. Droma
They run,
camelos.
and they travel well.
They do. All right. Your next question. By law, a motorist must drive on which side of the road in Canada, England, and Sweden?
This is from 1939.
Wow.
So like now we drive on the same side as the US, but I mean England has always been driving on the left, right?
Hmm.
As far as I know, yeah.
I would guess left. Yeah.
I didn't know about Sweden though. I didn't know it was ever a thing there.
Sweden is completely blank to me, but I'm pretty certain the UK has always been on the left.
And Canada has switched?
Yeah. I mean, I
would
assume
guess
like Newfoundland used to drive on the left, and then they switched like in the 40s, so that would make sense.
Oh, that's an interesting point, because of course this is before Newfoundland joined Canada.
Yeah. Wait, Chris, if we're right, just say we're right. Now you're making me doubt it.
So the thing is that they're not looking for one answer; they're looking for three.
Oh,
and so you are.
Okay, no.
Okay.
We know this.
Sorry, repeat the question, because I would not have got that from.
I know. By law, a motorist must drive on which side of the road in Canada, England, and Sweden? Those are
like
three different questions.
Oh.
Trivia books were new in 1939, and some of the grammar hadn't been decided upon yet.
Right in Canada, left in the US, and I'm
English
going to
is
say
so
right in
cool.
Sweden, because most of Europe is actually on the right.
Yeah.
Well, so what I thought you had seen this with me, but I've seen a movie. No, I saw it with my mother a long time ago. But I saw a movie once that was in part about. Sorry, these are all on separate tabs. About this day.
Oh my God! It's the day when they switched sides.
It's the day when they switched sides in Sweden, which occurred much later than 1939. I think it was in 1967, and I watched a movie that took place on that day. That had very minimal amount about the Hugertraffic which is terrible. That's not even close to how it would be pronounced, but there you go. So yes, Canada has always been on the right. England has always been on the left. It continues to be. Sweden was on the left and is now on the right, but the answer they're looking for is on the left. They did not know the future.
Why not?
Huh. It's a fun trivia book.
Well, yeah,
I like how these. Sorry, I was just going to say, I like how the answers have developed extra layers. You know, now that you have with the value of hindsight.
Yeah.
There are things even they didn't know about the answers.
You can see why I was thinking about turning this into a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Totally.
Oh, here we go.
Yes.
Links to the full table is of course available on the Wikipedia.
When the Americans built a military base right over the hill from my hometown, they had a little area for switching sides when you went off base and on base. I assume we all went onto the right when we joined Canada. But
yeah, I assume that was when you did it. And I'm sure that link would tell you.
There's very few highways and very few motor cars on the entire island. So like in the 40s. So it was not a day like they had in Sweden. It's like, oh,
well, you'd think you'd have
50
to switch
people who own cars.
Yeah, that's true. You'd think you'd have to switch the the steering wheel. What do you call that? The where the wheel goes in the car, which side it's on.
Column?
The steering column.
Why do I know that? I don't even drive.
I have a question.
Yes.
My question is, do you know, or does anyone know, when staying to the right or the left if you're in England became a thing? Was it when cars were invented? Was it the case with horse-driven carriages? Was it when people were just like riding their horses along the Roman roads? Were they like staying to the right or the left?
Does anyone know? Because like it seems to me like it would be
once.
Like it would be like a good policy.
Why do the British drive on the left? I thought it had something to do with railroads.
Yes, but I mean, like it's even like we even have them like just nowadays. It's like if you're walking faster, be on the left. On the right.
Yeah. Like, but when did that
make
become?
sense?
Oh! Here's an answer. I don't know how true it is, but it's great. In France, a decree of 1792. You know, when they were all about decrees. Ordered traffic to keep to the quote common right, and Napoleon later enforced this rule on all French territories. Now, the British came up with a reason why it made more sense to be on the other side. But of course, they were just trying to be different, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I mean,
and then those two
That
ideas
totally
repeated.
sounds like something the Napoleonic French would do. Yes, when they made their own calendar and stuck to it for like 20 years.
having driven on both
yes.
sides, left is worse. Right is the correct side to drive on.
All right. Your next question. Oh, go ahead if you have more.
I was just like a weird thing about me personally is that when I've been in England and been on the left side of the road, it actually feels fine, like it's correct to me somehow.
Your past life.
The first time I was...
I'm left-handed. Maybe that's part of it. I don't know.
Yeah. The first time I landed in England, I'd done an all-nighter flight and had gotten very little sleep. Got off there, took the subway, figured out how to get to the stop where my friend who I was staying with lived, got picked up by her mother, got into the car and was in the passenger front seat. So the driver's seat, as somebody who does not know how to drive, just entirely underslept, had been up for like 30 hours, and we were just careening around these tight little, London streets. And I was just like, I'm just gonna, I guess I came this far. I finally made it to England for the first time. I guess this is where it ends.
I avoided getting behind the wheel of a car for months when I lived in Ireland because I was like, it'll be so hard. I won't be able to make the transition. When I finally did it, it was like snap. It was so easy. I was like, my brain, okay, cool.
Okay, next question. What is the lowest order of English knights? As in knights. What is the lowest order of English knights?
I know the lowest order of hereditary nobility.
Yeah. I was going to say, I actually read up on this for some, because it was related to something I was reading, and I think like the baronetcy is the lowest.
Yeah, the baronets are the lowest inherited title.
Yeah.
Is it so order like Commander of the British Empire, Order of the Garter, that kind of thing? Is that the sort of answer that's being looked for?
What are they looking for here? What type of answer?
Well, I'll tell you, it's a type of knight.
Yeah,
we got that part. So it's something that's below a baron.
Squire. I don't know.
Sorry, were they looking for the highest or the lowest again? The lowest?
Lowest. We're looking. Well, the highest is king, I guess. For the lowest,
the rare super king.
So I'll give you a little bit of a clue just from looking at some Wikipedia. Let me just see if anybody has our viewers know the correct answer. I'll let them know that.
Good job, viewers.
Good job, viewers. Now, it is a rank that's been given to a man. It says the Wikipedia, who has been knighted by the monarch, but not inducted as a member of one of the organized orders of chivalry. So there. So they're not in the Order of the Garter or any such thing. So what
Order
are
of the
they?
British Empire or anything?
Is it certainly not that?
This is one of those things I know I must have heard in passing as part of something else.
I don't really know this one.
No, I have. But there's nothing in my brain for me to like ransack. Like, wow.
But Cadell got it. Yeah. All right. You're not going to get it then. I'm
going to kick myself.
Knight Bachelor.
Yeah.
Is he a confirmed Knight Bachelor?
Exactly. The whole point is that you haven't been confirmed.
That's a fun order.
I mean, if you can like work your way up to like a night one bedroom and a night penthouse.
A night
also known as a night studio. Okay. How much would $1,000 in new $1 bills, American, weigh?
This is right after they switched from like the big ones to the slightly smaller ones, right? Because that was the thing that happened.
I don't remember there being really big dollar bills, but
and you are that old.
It was earlier than the trivia book when they switched.
Sure.
I'll look that up in my youth in the 1890s. I don't recall them being a different size.
I feel like they would have weighed different. They would have been different.
Oh, you're right. Yes,
in 1939.
They changed in 1928.
Well, I mean,
to be the size that they are today.
You've just told us something that we ought to have tried to figure out on our own, but Cool. 1,000 bills, 1,000 pieces of paper. I don't know, like 8 pounds.
Okay.
They're not that heavy though, so I don't.
It's true. I'm going to revise down to 4 pounds.
You could wisdom of the crowds this out. But the answer is about some
2
number
pounds,
of
4
pounds.
ounces.
No, we just have about some number of pounds. So
I'm going to say 3 pounds.
does that sound good to everybody else?
Well,
I'm going to lowball it at 2.
Well, I'm at 4 then.
Okay, we've got 2, 3, and 4. So using the wisdom of crowds, we would expect that the answer is 3, which it is. So
Cool.
Good job. 3 pounds. Mikey, you were a little off there, but
Whatever.
you live in a
Roughly
place that
the
hasn't
same
had
weight as the
donuts.
human brain. Sorry.
There you go. A human brain, weight-wise, is worth $1,000 bills.
8 pounds is just very light to me, that's all.
Oh. Hey, here's a fun one.
8 Mikey pounds. 3 pounds for a normal human.
It's like dog years, but for bodybuilding.
Now, I think you'll be able to get this. The topic is horses for this next one. I think you all know a lot about horses. I know at least one person in the audience is very excited. So, can you tell me what's the difference between a dark horse and a Charlie horse?
I mean, a Charlie horse is a muscle cramp, right? Like,
Yeah. And a dark horse is the member of the family nobody talks about, or the come from behind presidential candidate.
That's the one it is, yes.
Yeah.
The black sheep versus the dark horse.
You're right. Yeah, dark horse.
Yeah, you got it.
Behind
That
candidate.
wasn't a terribly hard one.
they
Let's
were
see.
trying to trick us.
Yeah, I just thought for a minute there, I thought maybe those are actual kinds of horses.
I mean,
there may
there's
be-
certainly horses that are dark in color, and
Yeah, and
perhaps
some-
it's called Charlie.
Exactly.
Yeah, some smarty pants has definitely named their horse Charlie as a joke. So
Exactly.
Ow!
Which is the only female deer that has antlers?
Oh, I knew this.
Dear.
This is in my head somewhere.
is it reindeer?
Can you be more? No, it is. It is. Sorry, it is reindeer. I was going to say, can you be more specific? Because it says cow reindeer, but that just means a lady reindeer.
Yes.
As far as I know,
Yeah.
a cow reindeer is just,
Yes, a lady reindeer.
Bulls and cows is like a bull elk.
yeah,
So-
I'm pretty sure that's right. If I'm wrong, let me know, but that looks right.
Hold on.
So we got 1 reindeer and 1 vote for caribou. Sorry?
Reindeer and caribou, I believe, are the same thing. It's just one is North American, one is Siberian.
Oh, I think
Like
you're right.
cloudberries and bake apples.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're the same animal. So everybody got that right.
I mean, bake
Caribou
apple.
is more fun.
Yes. Well, I think cloudberries are the winner in the cloudberry bake apple now. I mean, I know I'm being a traitor to my people there, but like,
I mean, why choose?
they are not apples and they are not baked.
I missed some necessary context for whatever's happening.
I certainly have. Cloudberries and bake apples are the same kind of fruit.
They're berries.
They're berries. Well, yeah, I assume so.
They're like little
Botanically,
golden
they're all.
raspberry type things.
Yeah.
Yeah, but raspberries aren't berries. Wait,
Aggregate
maybe raspberries
fruit.
are the berries. I forget now.
I thought a raspberry was like a clump of very small berries, but anyways, whatever.
No, it's an aggregate
it's a
fruit made
droop.
up of small droops.
Droop.
Yeah.
I was going to say droop.
Well, anyways, cloudberry.
Anyway, it's very tasty. If you go to IKEA, you can get some jam,
Yes.
and it's made of it, and it's delightful.
I thought that
And if
was
you go to
lingonberry.
Newfoundland, you can get a pie made out of it. There's lingonberry,
Lingonberry is
there's
also-
cloudberry, and there's another one. What's the other one? Maybe there isn't another one.
I don't know. I mean, cloudberry and
Is the-
lingonberry, aka bake apple and partridge berry.
Yeah.
We have
Right.
lingonberries and we call them partridge berries, and they are the mountain cranberry, whereas cloudberries / bake apples are golden in color, and
And
they're
sweet.
not they're not as tart.
Yeah, sweeter. Yeah.
Lingonberries are very tart.
Hey, this one's about ballistics, which I know
Oh,
you're
good.
excited about. What is a dum-dum bullet?
No.
Oh my god! Oh my god! It's a lyric in Lucretia
non-
No Reflection.
non-lethal ammunitions, as they're calling them now.
Is it a blend?
It's kind of the opposite.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay, I did not know that.
It's
All
a
right.
hollow-tipped bullet. Explodes on contact.
Close. Explodes.
Like shrapnels. Like it doesn't have like a clean exit wound.
Yes, but it's not because it. I mean, there's something specific about it.
I'm pulling this from a Sisters of Mercy song. So
what did you call it first?
A hollow-tipped bullet.
Yeah. All right. It is that.
Yeah. Okay.
It's designed not so. I mean, shrapnels is not quite right. It's meant to sort of splay out.
Yeah.
So how do I describe this? The bullet. Let me see if I can do it. There's a bullet. It's coming at its target, and instead of going through, it does that and becomes a big nasty mess. Nasty mess. So that's what a dum-dum bullet is. It's more deadly because it creates a worse entry wound and presumably does more damage on the inside of you. So that's a happy topic. They're bad. Well, they're worse. I mean, as bullets go. Yeah.
Yes. Guns are bad. The end.
With what art? Oh, yawning and stretching. With what art is Ruth Saint-Denis, I'm assuming, St. Denis, Ruth Saint-Denis' name associated? What art do we know Ruth Saint-Denis for? You'll be excited to know that she has a Wikipedia page.
Sure. Dance.
That's correct.
I was going to say embroidery.
I guess I should have let everybody have a guess, but dance is absolutely right. And
I didn't know. That was just a pure lucky guess.
Yeah.
That's what her Wikipedia page says.
Her Wikipedia page says that she was born Ruth Dennis, so the saint is added in later. And she grew up in New Jersey, and she was at a drugstore with another member of a touring company in Buffalo when she saw a poster advertising Egyptian deities cigarettes portraying the Egyptian goddess Isis enthroned in a temple. And that inspired her to create a dance that expressed the mysticism that image conveyed. And from then on, she was immersed in Oriental philosophies, we are told. Wikipedia's word, not mine.
Problematic.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to do it today for sure. And there's some pictures of her doing
hilarious.
that. She died in 1968.
Huh.
Yeah.
What was she known for though? Like, what was her? Did she was she on Broadway? What was her milieu?
She was a modern dance person, and she introduced Eastern ideas to the art, is what we're told. And she was one of the co-founders of the Denishon School of Dancing and Related Arts, and she taught a bunch of people.
So she's sort of like a Martha Graham type figure, but with Orientalism thrown in for a good reason.
Yeah, that's my sense of it. Yeah.
Okay.
From 1938.
She was known in 1938, yeah. Or 1939, whenever this book was from. Okay, so what did Ponce de Leon seek in Florida?
The Fountain of Youth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy.
That hasn't changed.
He also thought it was an island.
Yes.
Why people still go to Florida? Yes.
Exactly. That and the cocaine, which is. Okay, what is the green-eyed monster?
This feels like a trap.
And we might as well add to that. Whence comes it?
Whence comes it?
Yeah, where do we get that word from? Where's our first attestation?
Is that a
Shakespeare, isn't it?
Yeah, like so many things, it's first attested in Shakespeare, according to this book. In 1939. I don't know if that's still considered true.
Whence comes it was from the book and not a Chris Puma.
No, that was me. That was me saying that.
All right. So yeah, Shakespeare did it.
This is. Oh right, you grew up in Florida.
Oh, I thought this was about Shakespeare or the Shakespeare.
Yeah,
okay.
There's a little bit of lag today.
I guess you'd learned that in second grade. I have no idea.
We all learned what the green-eyed monster was when Mrs. Krabappel, who was green-eyed and a terror in the classroom. Okay, here's a relevant one. If squatty means short,
Sure.
what does squatter mean?
More short.
More short.
Unless it means what it means today, which is someone living in a building that they are not the legal owner of.
That is the correct answer.
So that meaning goes back to the 30s at least.
Yes.
Good.
So by today, the far trickier question would be: a squatter is somebody who sits on land that they don't own. What is somebody who's squatty? And you would have had a much trickier time coming up with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let's see
Leg
here.
day.
Never skip leg day, bro.
We've got a couple easy ones here, I think. So, what are the 4 phases of the moon? It's
Don't
not.
everyone go at once.
Mikey, do it.
Okay. New, waxing, waning, full.
No,
No. Okay.
Not
New,
quite.
quarter, half
Gibbous in
full.
there?
Sorry.
I said new, quarter, half full, and then Nadia asked if Gibbous was there.
So it's new first quarter, full last quarter. That's what they were looking for.
There's more
I just like
phases
the word
than
gibbous.
that.
I know.
It's
Every
never
night
been
a different moon.
Which sex is most afflicted with color blindness?
Men.
Yes, because it's on the X chromosome.
Yep. And
Whoa.
to make it a
Look
little
at- look
more
at all those-
exciting,
Look at all
yeah,
those
so many gibbuses.
phases.
How many out of every 1,000 men in 1939 had it versus how many out of every 1,000 women? You want to
Oh man, I have no clue.
ballpark
50 men and 10 women.
I would be surprised if it were that many women, to be honest. But
Mm.
I don't know a lot about the topic.
It's 40 men and 4 women.
Ah,
Wow.
Yep. 10 times more common in men.
Huh.
Okay, here we go. We're going to have some trickier ones now. What name is applied to each of the 2 springs in a watch?
Ooh.
Now, this may not be this is hard, but actually the
Yeah?
answer will make it seem like you should have known it.
That's
One
just
of
about
those.
everything related to clocks.
the second spring and the minute spring.
No.
Huh.
Is it the big and the little? Is it the big spring and little spring?
Kadau's got one of them.
Ah!
I wanted to be the big spring and the little spring.
Think about words involving the word spring
Yeah.
that have
Foil.
come metaphorically
Oh.
from clocks.
Is it,
It
like
turns
forward
out.
and backward, or
No, word phrases with the word spring in it.
oh, okay.
Spring ahead. In the
No.
spring.
Is it back spring and something else?
Watch
Well,
spring.
that's the sort of thing, but not backspring. Mainspring is indeed one of them.
Ah.
Alternate spring.
Secondary
one-
spring.
The other one is the hairspring.
Sure.
I don't see why that would have seemed
Oh,
obvious.
you've never heard of a hairspring? All right,
No,
I've heard of that.
No.
Fair enough. Speaking of which, speaking
Sort
of
of hair
something,
trigger.
yeah, that's true.
Or hairpin turn.
Her.
I need product to give my hair a good hairspring.
I don't. I just need humidity.
It's nature's styling paste.
What does the word postillion mean?
Huh.
Somebody who rides on the back of a carriage, isn't it?
Can you spell
Or
it? Can you put
accompanies
it
the
in the?
carriage.
Can you put it in the banner? Here we go. Oh! I know this, and I can't remember. Damn. Okay.
Jared was close.
Jared, could you repeat what you said?
I know it has something to do with carriages, like with somebody who rides. It's part of a carriage ensemble. I just don't know.
It is indeed
Yeah.
part of a carriage ensemble.
Huh.
Yeah.
I just always see it in that context. I just never see it defined because the books or where you read this word assume that you know what it means because they assume you're an educated 19th century person.
Yeah. It's just part of your daily life.
Yeah, the postilion.
Do you have a postilion for your phaeton?
All right. Well, just to get you to put you out of your misery and to make you a better 19th century gentleman, it is one who guides the first pair of a set of horses in a coach, the one who rides post.
Okay.
Cool.
The Morse code is comprised of what characters and sounds?
Dashes and dots.
Yeah.
Dots and dashes.
And when you and when you hear them, what distinguishes a dot and a dash?
Long and short.
Yeah.
There you go. Hey, why does ice float?
It's less dense.
Is this going to be a 1938 version of the answer?
Indeed. We're on Game Show 1939. This is
It
what's
wants to be closer to the sun because it's so cold. How can ice float and yet the great boat sink?
Well, does anybody have a more a proper answer?
I mean,
a
it's
more like period specific answer. No, I don't.
I mean, the real answer is less dense because it
Yeah.
Yeah.
itself into a lattice.
Molecules. Yes.
Yeah, but I don't know what they thought in
And
1938.
water is
So-
very unusual like that. Most substances get more dense when they solidify.
Yeah. Is it because it expands? It's too big for the space around. I don't know.
So-
It gets squeezed out.
Boy, they've got a really specific answer, and it's related to what you're saying. Because it expands in forms of structure in which it has expanded, what else is in there?
Is it just full of air?
Yep, because it contains air bubbles and is lighter than water.
Oh.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness. Cool. I mean, that's true of like a few special volcanic rocks, like a pumice. You throw that into water, it will float. That happened to us at the beach one time when we were growing up. My brother threw a rock in the water and it floated. It was like very freaky.
Why? Yeah.
Well, what American port is entered through the Ambrose Channel?
Yes.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
Yep. I think it's just to do with the molecular density. Jesus, the Ambrose Channel. Oh, Boston.
Not Boston.
That was an uninformed guess, but
It's got to be on the East Coast.
yeah.
Well, the Ambroses are.
You don't have any of those over here. I'm going to stay somewhere in the Carolinas.
Okay.
Not for any particular reason, just because it sounds right.
So the question is, the question is what port?
I do not know from American ports. I'm going to say somewhere in the Gulf of Mexico.
Great Lakes have ports too. It's important.
let's see if our viewers said
Duluth.
anything. Portland, Maine. Nope. The Ambrose Channel, and I did not know this, is the channel between Brooklyn and Staten Island,
Wow.
Huh.
under the Verrazano Bridge.
I was about
Wow.
to say.
So I had never heard that term despite growing up there.
Well, I mean, everyone I know who's from New York basically wants to disown Staten Island. They like to pretend.
Well, that's true.
So,
That's true, but still,
it's
we
like
tend
that's
to know.
New Jersey.
We often
Spiritually.
know what things are called. All right. What have the following in common? Brace and bit, hammer, miter box, square. What do they all have in common?
They're all
What do-
woodworking tools.
Yeah.
That's correct. Let's see. Which one of the following is the head of the Church of England? Can I just guess?
Well, it's either the
The
Archbishop of
king.
Canterbury or the monarch.
Yeah,
The
Jared got
king.
there first. It's the King of England.
Oh, stupid Archbishop of Canterbury. I shouldn't have given you a tip of my hat.
Your options were the Pope, the King of England, or the Archbishop of Canterbury.
It's very famously not the Pope.
Indeed.
Kind of the whole deal.
I can
Well.
understand thinking the Archbishop, but it's definitely not going to be the Pope.
It's kind of the point of the entire church.
Yeah.
What is the date of Halloween?
Jesus fucking Christ.
31st?
I know Halloween wasn't as big a deal back then, but holy fuck.
Right.
This
Yeah,
sounds
yeah.
like a trick.
Yeah. Is it a trick?
Because All Souls Day is November
Yeah.
1st. All Hallows
Right.
Eve, which is Halloween, is the 31st. But I don't know if in the 30s they called things different names.
It's like
But it's Halloween. It's hallowed evening, so it
Yeah.
has to be the night. Yeah.
they do spell it with an apostrophe.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
how you know it's old.
Yeah, it's October 31st.
Okay.
When I lived in Ireland, like that's the Celtic New Year, right? And
Mm.
for the week leading up to it, they just blew off so many fireworks. I was like, this is an extremely unexpected thing that's happening. What the fuck? I know it's the Celtic New Year, but like, Fireworks as if it were December 31st. Like, what the fuck?
I really thought you were going to say for the week leading up to it, they fucked.
Well, that too. You have to go out in the fields and bang to make sure there will be a fertile harvest next year. No, that's what happens in the spring.
Final question in this general quiz. 25th question of this category.
Mm-hmm.
What birds are used to carry messages?
Pigeons.
Yeah.
Everybody agree with pigeons?
Carrier pigeons. Yeah.
Yeah, of course it's pigeons. Harry Potter hadn't been invented yet.
There was the hawk in that episode of Avatar.
I am curious, have any other birds ever been consistently used for that purpose, or has it only ever been pigeons?
I mean, I think hawks or falcons might have been.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to be birds that are really well trained to return home, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know if pigeons are the only ones, or if that's the only we found that and it worked, so we never tried anything different.
They're very easy to breed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're pretty widespread too. Yeah.
Pigeons have been used for ages and ages and ages and ages and ages. And that's all that's listed under mail delivery by animal for birds. There's also reindeer, horses, dogs, and camels. And they mention snails, but they say snail mail isn't what you hope it is. So that was a round of Game Show 1939.
Can't believe you made music.
I
didn't finish it.
I mean, it makes me feel like I'm riding a horse.
Well, I wanted to have the TikTok sound. It's a 30-second long piece, just in case that was important. You know, like the countdown music. Though I do feel like it needs to be a little faster. But you can imagine the tension as you write down your final answer. Or the Jeopardy music. That's also 30 seconds.
It's got all chromatic. We're running out of time.
Exactly.
Since you mentioned it in an earlier episode of Megaphonic versus Jackbox, I looked up the Jackbox music and all the albums are on Spotify. So if you want to go about your daily life to the tunes of You Don't Know Jack or whatever, you can do that if you have Spotify.
Is it just under You Don't Know Jack, or is there an artist name or something?
If you Jackbox, I think if you search on Jackbox, all the albums come up, and there's 8 of them or something.
Excellent. Well, that was the new thing I had to try out. Is there anything? I have other things that we could do, of course, but is there anything else that y'all wanted to do? Or we're in the mood for? I don't want to just bombard you with trivia. If you want to move on to something else.
We're also pushy.
It makes my job harder.
I know. I'm sorry. Everyone has a plan's bottom. Let's see. We have kind of a smaller crew tonight, but I have found myself missing some of the Jackbox things now that we've had a few weeks off from them.
Yeah, indeed. We can also play Jackbox. That is allowed.
One thought.
Was there a new Jackbox thing that was coming?
That'll come in another month or two. But it is coming around soon.
I'm also enjoying the trivia. Yes.
We can also do other trivia. We can do what we were doing before. We can do more of the Family Feud fake or the anti-taboo, or there's a few other things I've got here. But if either of those sound...
other trivia that we haven't tried yet, but it's not 1939. But I like that. I know I like that.
I've got a Trivial Pursuit game from the Young Players Edition from the early 90s or late 80s, which again similarly has its own issues.
The Soviet Union is definitely a thing in these questions.
Yes. So we can give that a try. I have other sources of trivia as well somewhere around here. Actually, I do have another trivia book. We can probably get away with doing it. It's a Let's Play after all. Because there was a trivia book that was put out by... Sorry?
Oh, I was yawning. I pardoned myself. Or begged pardon of everyone.
There's a trivia book that I have here that was put out by Mr. Ken Jennings of Jeopardy fame. And we're going to give some of those a try. Now, these will probably be a little easier than the 1939 one. So,
what is the decade that we are looking at here?
What now?
Sorry?
What did you say?
I said, what is the decade that we are looking at here for this? What is the time frame of this?
This would have been 10 years ago, if that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely more than 5 and less than 50.
The thing about the 1939 book was that the questions careened wildly from so easy they feel like tricks to like, I have no idea how I'm going to do that.
Yeah. Deeply obscure.
Exactly. So let's see. Oh, fantastic. Okay, great. So this one is set up in as a kind of calendar. We're not going to worry about that too much, but it's got a couple different categories for each day. And this category is called In Plain Black and White. Can you provide the monochromatic answers to these questions?
Okay. Monochromatic.
And maybe we'll go around, but if you don't know, you pass and the other person can get some glory.
Gotcha.
Something like that. So let's start with Mikey.
Yeah.
Mikey, who is Penelope Pussycat's would-be seducer? Audience, of course, you can shout out as well if you'd like.
The Scarlet Pimpernel. I don't know.
No, it's not. Jared, do you know?
Pepe Le Pew.
That is correct.
Oh, I see. Monochromatic like that.
Yeah, they mean black and white.
Yeah, I thought there had to be like a single color in the name.
Okay. Jared, we'll give you, because you got that, we'll give you another question so that you can flex some more. What tinting process for black and white photography was named for the genus of cuttlefish that originally provided the pigment?
Sepia.
Yes. Okay, Nadia.
That's amazing. I did not know that.
It's true.
That makes sense. Cuttlefish.
He does win every round by default for being the most monochromatic black and white one of us all.
He's a cuttlefish.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying.
I'm trying a little harder, I think.
we are a very like subdued color scheme right now.
That's true.
I'll try harder next time.
That's really fun. I like the little bugs.
I made this.
Oh
wow, that's fantastic.
Is that a dress or is it a long top?
It is a dress made out of a sheet that someone threw out that is covered with insects and lizards.
So good. Nadia, what extinct species of zebra had stripes in the front, but a plain brown hindquarters?
Quokka.
I think. Yes, that is correct. Did everybody else get that?
I know that went too fast through my ears.
It's the quagga. The quagga.
Okay, thank you.
Quagga. Quagga.
Okay, I actually got that wrong. I thought it was KK.
Well,
no, that's a different
animal. It might also
entirely.
have been. Yeah. Okay.
There is another animal with a similar name that's in like New Zealand, right?
Yeah, it's a little marsupial that looks like it's smiling. It's really cute.
Yes, quokka. Yeah, that's the quokka. Okay.
That's the quokka. Quokka. This is.
I feel you should share pictures of both of these animals with us, Chris.
Okay, this will take a second. Hold on, I'll get these.
All right. Quagga.
So here's the quokka.
Oh wow,
they're so cute.
Oh wow,
they're the happiest looking animal in the world.
What an expressive face.
And that's the quagga.
There we go. Yeah.
They're fine.
And it looks like it's been rebred. It's no longer extinct.
I don't have anything against the half zebra, but that marsupial.
The quokka's real good.
That is red panda level cute.
I've got a fantastic comic, well, not quite comic book, but a book made by comics people, all where each 2-page spread is about something that begins with the letter Q. And it's done in this very bright, primitive art style, very European. And there's a quokka page, and it's terrific. Let's see. Over to Mikey. What's the only movie principally in black and white to win a Best Picture Oscar since The Apartment in 1960? This may no longer be true.
Yeah, didn't one win like a couple of years ago? Fuck.
Yeah.
So it's not that one.
Oh, fuck. I don't know. Why would I get a movie question? I've seen like 8. I pass.
All right. Okay, Jared?
Schindler's List.
That's correct.
Yes.
Principally in black and white was a good clue.
Like the Wizard of Oz. No,
Okay,
other
Jared.
way around.
Indeed. What did Edward Teach modify by adding an hourglass and a spear?
His pirate flag.
Yes. Which is what was his pirate flag before?
It was just a skeleton or something, wasn't it?
It's, the Jolly Roger.
Okay.
Yes, because Edward Teach is
Blackbeard?
Blackbeard.
yes.
I
Very good.
should have kept my mouth shut. Jared had it.
It's okay.
No.
Did you hear that, Nadia? Blackbeard.
No, I did not. Blackbeard. Oh.
Yes. So he modified the Jolly Roger, the pirate flag.
I totally had a pirate phase as a little boy. So
Okay. Nadia, you're stealing away a question that Mikey wishes he would have gotten.
Maybe I won't get it.
Maybe. In what modern day country was Dalmatia located?
This is clearly a Mikey question, and you might still get it. Oh my God, that's tricky for me.
Some of my ancestors come from that region.
All right, I'm literally the worst person on this screen, other than Daphne, to get the question.
Imagine a Dalmatian, and then think about what country it probably comes from.
Can I see your passport?
Oh my God!
Imagine 100 more.
Yes. I'll say.
I really want to visit there.
Your final answer.
Greece?
Greece. It's not Greece, I'm afraid.
No.
Mikey?
Croatia.
It's Croatia.
I had a feeling it might be. That was going to be like my next guess was the Baltic somewhere, but I wasn't sure.
Croatia, very high up on my list of places I would like to visit.
Yes.
Well, Mikey, you get
A question I will have no hope of answering.
Maybe.
Fancy country.
Fancy country.
Who was the last white president of South Africa?
Oh Jesus! Is it like the Prince or something? Fuck.
You're yeah. Keep digging. Try again. I'll give you another run at it.
It's not the Prince. It's to something though.
It is to something.
It's delightful. It's
Delightful.
It's
And when I was like 10 or whatever, is like when apartheid was like being undone and Nelson Mandela was like out of jail. I heard it all the time in the news.
Right.
Kadao, your guess is not quite right.
Chris, I'm not going to be able to get anything better than that.
Okay, Jared.
I have no idea. I don't really know a whole lot about South Africa.
Okay, Nadia, you're old. Do you remember?
I'm here. I'm old, but was I paying attention to the news before Nelson Mandela came? God damn it. I don't know. Sorry.
It's FW.
The king.
The clerk.
The clerk. Fuck.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that does ring a bell.
I would have also never remembered it and
I
kicked
would not have
myself
gotten
afterwards.
it. No. Yeah.
Hey, here's one that goes out to the people who watch me stream in the morning for Jared. How many squares on a side is a daily New York Times crossword puzzle?
Oh God.
Oh man.
20.
No.
I don't know. I haven't watched the stream and I haven't done a New York Times crossword puzzle, so.
Nadia, do you know?
50.
50. That would be quite large.
Like how many squares?
Yeah, how many squares
side.
across and how many squares down? It's a square. So, Mikey, do you remember? You just did one the same size.
I know.
Of mine.
I'm trying to think. 16.
15.
50.
They're odd.
Really?
It's a 15 by 15 puzzle, and usually 21 by 21 for the Sundays. If I'm not completely mistaken, there that one can vary. I mean, they can all vary. Exceptions happen, but 15 by 15 is standard for a daily.
Huh.
Who Whose turn is it now? I think it's Nadia's.
Nadia's turn. Yeah.
Is it my turn? Yes, I am. I'm right here.
That's fine.
I can hear you even if you cannot see me.
That's quite a face, Jared.
Francis, Benedict, or Augustine, which 6th century saint formulated the namesake rule listing the vows taken by most Catholic nuns? So Catholic nuns take a rule named after Francis, Benedict, or Augustine.
I am once again the wrong person to ask this question when there are so many people who probably know this answer off the top of their
Is
head.
it even most of them though?
They all made rules, I believe.
Yeah.
But which one goes for Catholic nuns?
I mean, I think I know which one, but
I'm going to say Benedictine. I do not know though. That's a guess.
Well, it would be a little unfair to if other people want to guess. So
Yeah.
I feel bad that I don't know this like snap. Like
I was gonna say Benedictine.
I'm like steeped in Catholicism. I'm like, no, I don't know.
But you were never a nun, so
I was never a nun, and the convent in my hometown shut down when I was 5. So
it is Saint Augustine.
Huh.
really.
I believe the Benedictine one is more monkish. I think.
Is-
But
my
I'm not an
favorite-
expert on that, despite having done most of the work towards a PhD in medieval studies.
My
That was
favorite
not what I was
Saint
doing.
Benedict thing is the story that when he was like a young monk or whatever, and the devil came up to tempt him and was like, "Hey, here's a hot lady or whatever." Saint Benedict was like his means of avoiding temptation was to throw himself into a thorn bush.
Yeah.
So I'm not here.
sexy lady, no.
Screw you, devil.
Mikey,
things.
I believe it's your turn.
Yeah, I think so.
What common item
Mhm.
is usually made up of 12 pentagons and 20 hexagons?
Oh, a soccer ball.
Yes, good job. I was gonna make sure you remembered the category if you went wildly off. So, Jared, when the French film, what was the French film The Emperor's March renamed for U.S. audiences?
Was it? I mean, that's an English name. Was it that?
It would more directly translate into The Emperor's March, I think is what the idea is.
When did it
La
come
Marche des Empereurs. It does not tell me when it came out, and I'm not going to give you that clue.
out? Okay.
It's a movie you've heard of,
Oh, I'm sure it is.
and Kadau has got it right.
Ha.
Oh, I'm definitely going to be kicking myself.
Your eyes are so blue, Mikey.
They are, but I'm just trying to make it so that I'm not like a total ghost in the blaring light.
I have to give up because I can't think of it. I just know that anyway. Yeah. What is it?
Okay, you're going to kick yourself. Nadia, do you have a guess?
Yeah, he's kicking himself, but I don't know either.
Okay, Mikey, do you have a sense?
What do you think?
I think Kadau got it right.
It's black and white. That was not the black and white we were thinking.
Ken Dennings got you.
I was
I
thinking old movie, like the rules of the game or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
No.
Something new wave.
Yeah, like something by Truffaut. I don't know.
Well, Nadia, this might be a little nicer for you. Who plays the guitar introduction to Michael Jackson's hit Black or White?
Oh, gosh.
I think he's in the video.
Yeah.
I realized I gave a
Black and
clue by revealing the gender there.
White.
I remember that video and when it premiered.
Gosh.
I think I saw the premiere as well.
I only saw it because
Eddie
Robert
Van
and Rebecca.
Halen.
Eddie Van Halen is a good guess, but it's not the right one. Mikey?
I only saw the premiere because Robert and Rebecca were visiting, and they were older and cooler than me. Is it Slash?
It sure is.
Yeah.
Okay, Mikey. What does a football referee signal by putting both hands high above his head with the palms together and facing upward?
Jesus Christ! Say that again.
What does a football referee signal by placing both hands not Siri, signal, by placing both hands high above his head with the palms together and facing upward.
What? Palms facing
like
upward.
This?
I dive.
Oh,
I think it's this.
God help me! I don't know. Yeah.
It's not okay. Do you have a real answer?
Still, like when I did it, it felt like a supplication to the heavens. I don't know.
That's not what it is. Anyone? Jared?
Is it safe?
Safe?
I know that's wrong. It's not touchdown, right?
Sorry.
It's not touchdown. No.
Is that just both hands like up?
Oh.
I really don't.
I don't know. I have no
I
idea
don't know.
what the hand
American
signals are for
football
touchdown.
is a mystery to me. So
Yes. Nadia, do you know?
I have the sports ball questions are always way past me.
Could well
only
be.
at Liberty University.
It is you were close, Jared. It's a safety.
What is that? But what does that mean?
Yeah.
It means that it's time for a safety demonstration about how to properly.
Time for the safety dance.
Here and here.
Safe to dance.
Yeah, I'd never heard that song until the Take Your Pick where somebody talked about it.
It's a good one.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I listened to it a few
wow.
times since, but I had never heard it until then.
That's amazing. We've got two more questions in this category. I believe it is Jared's turn.
Probably.
What? Who is the wife in Shakespeare's only interracial married couple?
Desdemona.
Yes. And finally, Nadia, in chess notation, what move is indicated by O, capital O, hyphen capital O?
O hyphen capital O.
Oops.
Yeah, that move.
Yeah.
I would believe it. I don't know a lot of chess terms.
I don't know. Knight takes queen.
No, that would be, well, there's a few different ways of doing that, but it would have an X in it for taking.
I have literally, this is today I learned there is chess notation. I'm not surprised.
Oh,
but-
yeah. Oh, yeah. It used to be in all the newspapers. Mikey, do you have a thought?
I was a member of chess
That's not
club
it,
for a
Canal.
few months in grade 3, but I have forgotten almost everything. I still remember what castling is,
Okay.
but that's it. That's not castling, is it?
It is.
That was going to be my guess.
Yes.
I
Well,
saw
do you
you
know,
with your hands together, and I was like, I don't know this. I'm just gonna pass it, but I accidentally got
do
it.
you know which kind of castling it is?
No.
That'd be
No.
something swapping the black and the white, right? Whatever
No.
pieces with it. Okay.
You castling is with your own pieces.
Well, I know, but like, I mean, on the squares, like the squares themselves, swapping whatever.
Oh,
one's
I mean,
on.
I think the idea is that a chessboard is black and white, as are black and white sides, but it does in fact involve swapping between a black and a white square because it's king side. Queen side is O hyphen O hyphen O.
Yeah, because you can only castle if both of them haven't moved.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's correct.
But you can castle left or right. Yeah, okay.
Okay. All right. Our next topic. This is dated for March 7th. It begins with a little preamble. And March 7th, 1822. Army Captain John Cleves Sims, or Symes, petitions Congress to mount an unusual polar expedition. Symes has been traveling the country for years, lecturing on his pet theory. Does anybody know where this is going?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I think so.
What do you think, Mikey?
I think it's a Hollow Earth thing.
That there's a 1,400-mile wide hole at the North Pole through which ships might enter and explore the hollow Earth.
Yes.
Congress, sadly, turns him down. The category is
fun.
We
No
Are
fun
the
at all.
Hollow Men. In what hollow did these people reside? And we'll begin with Jared. In what hollow did Ichabod Crane reside?
Aw.
Sleepy Hollow.
That's right. Okay, Nadia, maybe it won't be too hard. Todd Rundgren.
What?
Todd Rundgren. You know, the musician, the rock guy, Todd
Jared
Rundgren.
gets Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
This
get
is
Todd freaking Rundgren.
as much a difficulty curve as a difficulty wall.
Who's Todd Rundgren?
I know who Todd Rundgren is, but Hollow, he's a guitarist. But
he's a guitarist. He's a rock guy from like the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
And today, he was really big against seatbelts for a while, as I recall. I could be wrong. I could be misremembering him.
So, sorry, repeat the question.
In what hollow did these people reside? In what hollow does Todd Rundgren reside? You won't get it. It's
I don't know. Yeah.
Anybody?
I've just learned about this guy.
Mink Hollow.
I did not know that. I did not know that. I would not have gotten that.
Mink Hollow. Mikey. The Gilmore Girls.
Okay,
the Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel bad.
The Gilmore Girls, Mikey.
Yes, I know. Everyone I know when I was like a youngish man watched the Gilmore Girls, and I did not. And now I am paying for it. Cool Guy Hollow.
The Todd Rundgren, it was an album called Hermit of Mink Hollow.
Okay. Yeah. So, I figured it was an album title. Yeah.
It's got a really terrible cover. I can't say any. I'm not going to judge it by its cover. Ooh, dear Jared.
Just have some wine. It's fine.
Do you have Gilmore Girls knowledge for us? What Hollow?
I have a little bit. I have this bit. Stars Hollow.
It is indeed Stars Hollow. Nice. Now we follow that up with Loretta Lynn, Jared.
Oh, great. I don't know anything. Ask.
Anybody know anything about Loretta Lynn?
I mean, I think I know her like main song.
Once again, I don't. I feel bad about not knowing.
Is Loretta Lynn the coal miner's daughter person?
Yes.
Yeah. So I assume it's the West Virginia town where that coal mine was.
I mean, it's the city she was born in. That's what we're looking for.
I have seen coal miner's daughter, and I still don't know.
It's Kentucky, if that helps.
Okay, I guess they have coal mines there.
Oh, this is sounding familiar now, but I can't.
Sorry, Fool Hollow?
I said Coal Hollow.
Coal Hollow, no. It's a different job entirely. It's Butcher Hollow.
Oh, I don't remember that. I don't even remember that in the movie.
Okay, well, Nadia, maybe you remember the hollow where Lily, James, and Harry Potter live.
Oh.
Oh, once again, I've read the books. Don't remember that. That's a bit of a deep dive because they would not have been. Yeah, that's not like
because they did very long part.
Exactly.
They're famously dead.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. What is it?
Oh, Baskey's raised her hand. No.
Never mind. Hollow.
Mikey, do you know the answer to that one?
Is it the Deathly Hollow? That's like the book. I didn't think so. Godric's Hollow.
Godric's Hollow is the right answer.
There we go. I was like, that's the name of the book. I don't know. It's been a while, and I don't like thinking about Harry Potter nowadays.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, dear.
Easy for some.
Look at the grooming.
But yes, Leif got it right. Okay, next category.
Oh, her ear is put back.
I know, she'll get it. She'll get it. It's fine. March 7th, 1890. Sorry, let's try that again. March 7th, 1839. Edward Bulwer Lytton's play Richelieu opens at Covent Garden. The play is mostly forgotten today, except for one now famous line in Act 2. The pen is mightier than the sword. This category is sword play.
Okay.
And I believe we're beginning with Mikey.
I think so.
What's the only NBA team to have a sword in its logo?
The Cavaliers?
Yes. From where?
Cleveland.
Yes. Very good. Jared, according to the Bible, what is now being guarded by an angel holding a flaming sword? Yes, that's very good. The Garden of Eden. Nadia, let's see if we can just blister through these.
We love swords.
I'm the weakest link.
Nadia, in what movie is the Okinawan sword maker Hattori Hanzo a character?
Oh, wait. Is it Rashomon?
It sure isn't. No. Mikey?
Kill Bill?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay, Mikey, your actual question. Which is the lightest of the 3 kinds of fencing sword?
Is it a rapier?
It's not. Jared.
Is it an epee?
It is not. That's the heaviest. Nadia.
Oh, I know what it is.
Digger.
Do you know it, Jared?
Jared.
I think I know what it is.
But there's only
Go,
one more.
Jared.
So, Jared, what is it?
The foil.
It is indeed the foil.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for joining us,
Feel
Cadell.
good. Keep that tank alive.
Whose question? Who got that question first?
Jared.
Jared did?
No.
No.
Yeah, because I answered
Oh.
epee and it was wrong. Or no,
Yeah,
Mikey
that
did.
was
I
Mikey
said
got it.
rapier,
Mikey got
that
it
was
first.
wrong.
And then
Okay. So now it's Jared's turn. Jared, of whom did Dustin Hoffman say, quote, he has no genitalia and he's holding a sword?
Weird thing to say, Dustin Hoffman.
He may have had an appropriate moment to say it.
Was Dustin Hoffman in Dogma?
No.
I do
I
remember
haven't seen it. I
don't
just know
think.
that there's angels and they have swords at one point, I think.
there's a reveal of a Ken doll crotch in Dogma.
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
what I was.
Right. No, it's
Dustin
something a little less
Hoffman.
obscure than that.
Oh, we saw her face.
So mysterious and elusive. What is Dustin Hoffman even in?
It's not something he said in a movie.
Oh,
Huh.
I'll give you that for free.
well, that actually doesn't help because I don't know what else it.
Does
Oh,
anybody
is
else?
it? Was he talking about the Oscars?
He
The,
sure is. He's talking about the
statuette?
Oscar statue.
Ah,
That makes sense.
very good.
Hold it out.
Very good.
All right. Nadia,
Yeah.
Tizona, 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 on display in a Madrid museum, was the sword belonging to what national hero?
I have no idea. Zorro.
You'll be surprised to find out that's not the right answer. Mikey, do you have any sense?
I'm not even sure who this person is, but my brain wants me to say El Cid.
That's the correct answer.
Good. Good for
El Cid,
El Cid.
national hero of Spain, written about in a medieval epic, which is pretty good. If you want to read a medieval epic from Spain, there you
He
go.
was fictional, is he not?
Well, it hardly matters.
Or is he just fictionalized?
I think he's real. Yes, it's quite fictionalized in the account in the poem,
Okay.
but he was a real person.
Okay.
Mikey, I believe it's your turn. Yes. What kind of sword probably takes its name from the Persian word for lion's tail because of its curved shape?
Scimitar.
That's right. Also Basque
Nice.
tail.
Yeah.
Jared, what unflattering nickname does the future King Arthur go by in T.H. White's The Sword in the Stone?
Wart.
Yep. Wart.
Yes.
I love that book.
I haven't read it since I was a kid. I probably should get around to it.
It's so good, and the rest of the Once and Future King itself is incredible.
Yeah, I read the whole thing back in the day. I think I like the Once and Future King even more, but it was a long time ago. I think I had to read it over a summer at some point, but this is all boring. Nadia, whose sword, in quotation marks, is made up of a namesake nebula and the trapezium cluster?
Oh, geez.
Oh.
Sorry, this is I'm just silently thinking, and it does not make for gripping viewing. I'm blanking on the names of all constellations right now except for Orion. So I'm just going to say Orion.
That's the one.
It is.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yep, absolutely. Orion's got a sword made up of stuff. There you go. Mikey, I'm going to pour myself a little more bag wine.
That sounds like you're peeing.
It does, but that's why I explained what I was doing.
You're just so into this, you can't get up to go to the bathroom.
Yes.
Same gag wine from last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it lasts for a month or two. In theory, it's not
Yeah,
very good
yeah.
anyways.
It's unlikely, but I would love for Betelgeuse to go like supernova while I'm alive to see it.
That would be cool.
Which is to say, to have gone supernova a long time ago.
Several million years ago.
It's only something like 100 or 200 light years away, isn't it? Like it's not that far. But like
that's
it would
still
be
100 or 200 million years ago.
I know, but it's supposed to go nova sometime in the next 2,000 years. So like,
sure, no.
Anyway.
It's entirely possible that we could experience it. That was anyway.
It would be
anyway,
so
Mikey.
Cool. It would be bright enough to see in the day.
Last question in this category in poetry. This is a poetry question. In poetry, what creature is killed with a vorpal blade?
Oh, the Jabberwocky.
My favorite. I would have gotten that one.
What is it called, Mikey? What creature was it?
Jabberwock. Beware the Jabberwock, my son.
Jabberwock with eyes of flame.
Yes. Jabberwocky, the title is like thievery.
Yes, Jabberwocky is the poem, and Beware the Jabberwock, my son. Yeah.
The final March 7th quiz. March 7th, 1994. The Supreme Court rules in Campbell v. Acuff Rose Music that commercial parody may be allowable as fair use. In this case, that Two Live Crew can use the tune to Oh Pretty Woman. This collection of puzzles is called And Nothing But the Spoof. What artist's hits were parodied by Weird Al Yankovic? We are looking for the artist being parodied.
Very prolific.
Though you might as well say the song. We begin with a few easy ones. And I believe we start with Jared.
Oh, no.
So what artist is being, I know, it's maybe harder than it seems. What artist's hit was parodied by Weird Al Yankovic as Like a Surgeon?
Oh, this is like the only one that I know. It was like Virgin by Madonna.
Exactly.
Which I didn't know he was parodying that for the longest time. So I thought he was just singing a song about a surgeon.
I can still like sing most of the words to that parody without checking, which I certainly can't do with the original. Nadia.
Uh-oh.
What band was being parodied with? Another One Rides the Bus.
Another one bites the dust.
We need the band.
Oh God. Was it Queen?
It sure was.
Yes.
Mikey.
This one I'm hoping for. It's a Weird Al song I can do from memory.
You can probably get this one. It's called Canadian Idiot.
Oh, American Idiot, whatever.
By
Green Day, yeah.
Yes.
I'm just disappointed. I wanted it to be Amish Paradise.
Hold on. There will be more
rounds.
rounds.
I know. I'm not spoiling anything by saying Amish Paradise. It doesn't give it away. I can do that one.
Back to Jared for another easy one. Living with a hernia.
I love this one.
It may be easy to you, but I still don't know much about popular music from between like 85 to 2008. So,
well, good news for you. This is not within that time frame.
Chris has a bad habit of saying things are easy and like.
No. This is the category. It says in the book, easy.
Oh, okay. You just do this to me all the time. Like, do you see the pangram yet? It's an easy one, and I'm like, sweat. Like,
what was the song title again?
Living with a hernia.
I also heard the parody well before the original, and now when I hear the original, I can only think of the parody.
I haven't even heard the parody, so I have no idea.
Nadia, do you know?
This is also for me a harder one.
I take it back. It is from 1985, so it is indeed in that part. I thought it was a little earlier than that.
I hear this one at the gym pretty frequently because our gym has a very strange playlist.
You hear the original or the parody?
The original.
I thought I knew all the Weird Al from the 80s, but I'm sorry.
Okay, Mikey, tell us.
Well, the song is Living in America.
Yes,
Okay.
by.
And is it James Brown?
It sure is.
It is, yeah.
Huh.
Living with a hernia.
Oh!
Yeah, I don't.
It's a classic James Brown track from 1985, so a little bit late
Oh my
in his
God! Yeah.
career, but still
with
good.
Big horns and like great. It's a really energetic.
Now it's all coming back to me.
Nadia, it's your turn with "It's All About the Pentiums."
What?
It's all about the Pentiums.
Okay, that's got to be a 90s thing.
I think it's an O's
Or
thing.
later. Or an O's thing. Yeah, that's a little bit past my time. What about the Pentiums?
Song at the
I
Prairie
don't know. I'm sorry.
is from the 90s.
Okay, it's
Yeah,
from the 90s.
okay.
I don't know if
I don't
the
know.
Weird Al version is later. Mikey,
Yeah.
It's all about the Benjamins.
bye.
Oh, fuck. Is it Dr. Dre?
It sure isn't. Jared?
Breaking Benjamin. I don't know. I don't know the song.
Okay.
We do not make change for $100 bills in this store.
It's all about the Benjamins by Puff Daddy. So that was Mikey's. We move on to Jared.
No.
Jared. No, that was Nadia's.
Mine
So
originally,
that is what I thought it should be.
I am not letting a turn go. This is like
Very good.
my category.
Okay, we're into the harder ones now. This is the harder ones. So, Mikey, you start the harder ones with lasagna.
La Bamba.
By?
Los Lobos?
Well, Los Lobos hadn't recorded theirs yet, I believe, when this came out. Who is it? Who were Los Lobos covering?
I don't know.
I don't know that either.
It's because they made it for a movie in which this guy is in it.
Oh.
Is it Enrique Iglesias' dad?
It's not. No.
Julio.
Yes, thank you.
Julio Iglesias. No, you may remember that there was the day the music died.
Okay, yeah.
And a bunch of people died in a plane crash, and the person who sang this song was one of them.
Buddy Holly, the Big Bopper.
And the guy who did La Bamba.
God. Why would that be the one I don't remember? I just remember the stupid Futurama gag about the Big Bopper.
It's Richie Valens.
Makes sense. Yeah, okay.
Jared, your harder one is going to be Gump.
I actually know this one.
You could just take it. I have no idea.
I'm going to say it's Lump by the Presidents of the United States of America.
That's correct.
I didn't know that was the thing. I don't know.
Early 90s. Early 90s thing.
She's in my head. It's not a good song. You don't need to check that one out. You might want to check out Living in America. I don't know, but you don't need to check out Lump.
In terms of the original songs, Living in America is head and shoulders above the rest so far. A really good, 80s, soul funk sort of thing.
Yeah. Nadia, you now get your harder one your first harder one is going to be Couch Potato.
Is it My Sharona?
No.
Okay.
Mikey, do you have any sense?
My hubris presaged my downfall. I don't know.
So I didn't know either, and I had to look it up. Jared, I assume you have no idea?
Nope.
Okay. It is a parody of Lose Yourself.
Wow.
By Eminem.
I would not have got that in a million years.
I don't know this one, which is weird because I thought I knew most of the ones that had videos, but apparently I don't. Mikey, you get the final harder one, but there is another harder category following.
Oh, wow.
Do I Creep You Out?
Do I creep you out? My head is on backwards and inside out. It's not an Alanis Morissette song, is it?
It's not. No.
Okay. No, I don't actually know.
Anybody?
What is Batsky doing behind you right now?
Let me see. She's just sleeping.
Okay. All right.
It's not radio.
He looks different in the two cameras, that's all.
Yes. Well, you can see the camera.
Yeah. Okay.
So, nobody knows?
No.
Do you know what song it is, Mikey?
No.
It's Do I Make You Proud by Taylor Hicks.
Who even
now, I know what you're saying.
Taylor Hicks?
I know what you're saying. Those were too easy. So good for you. We've got a good luck round to follow it up. And
this is a good idea for a trivia round, although I'm terrible at it.
Okay, Nadia, we're going to start with. We're going to skip over Jared because Nadia, you haven't had a chance to start any of these. So your first one, what artist is being parodied with the Weird Al song eBay?
Oh,
You know this
Do you
one?
know?
I might. Well, I know it's one of
Okay.
two possibilities.
I don't know. I have no idea. Sorry.
I don't know either.
Oh, Jared, it's your turn to shine.
Oh God. Well,
Just gotta get the artist. You can do it.
I want it that way.
That's the right
Is that-
song.
but is
Now
that-
Oh my
can you-
God.
It's either NSYNC or the Backstreet Boys, and I
Do you
don't know
wanna-
which
all right.
one it is.
Pick one. Pick one.
Backstreet Boys.
Yes, it's yes.
Woo! It all makes sense now. I would never have gotten that.
Now I
Excellent.
can hear it in my head, but like
Yep.
just by eBay, I was like, "What the fuck?" But yeah.
Mikey,
Yeah.
headline news.
Oh God. No,
Oh, you'll kick yourself.
it's Tori Amos.
It's not. It's not. You won't kick yourself that hard. Any Jared or Nadia? Headline
What was it
news.
again?
Headline
Headline
news
news.
by
Okay.
Weird Al.
No.
Smuggler's Blues.
By
Oh, was
we're
I
looking for
right?
the band after all. No, you're not.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But because we're looking for the band,
Well, I can't remember now off the top of my head, but never
I'll
mind.
give you a hint. All right, first off, we're in good luck. So you know, like with eBay and then some of the most recent ones, they may be harder in the sense that they may not just be what the title. They may not
Yeah,
the
yeah.
title may not be a parody of the title of the original.
Yeah.
But I will also say that headline news is parodying some CanCon.
Ooh. Is this the Crash Test Dummies?
It sure is. This is the song.
It's hard to make a parody title of a series of M's. So
That's true.
I remember the video for that. There's a Nancy Kerrigan, Tanya Harding verse.
In the original or in the parody?
Oh, in the parody.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know what the
Um,
original is, so.
Oh, it's.
Once there was this girl.
Do you like men with long hair and really deep voices?
Do you know the name of the band? Because that I know.
I like Hosier. Is that?
It's Crash Test Dummies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's Crash Test Dummies. Yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
All right, Jared, yours is Yoda.
I know this one if you don't get it.
I have no idea.
I know what I want it to
This
be.
is one of the only ones that I've actually heard, but I don't know what it's parodying.
I want it to be a parody of Janelle Monáe's Yoga, but
No, it's a
No, it's
I know
definitely
it.
earlier
I
than
know it.
that. I heard
Nadia,
it when I
what
was
is
a
it?
kid.
It's Lola by the Kinks.
So
It totally is.
now I'm going to double check something. Yeah, because they've got the wrong band here. So there's an error. Oh no, sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. Oh, I skipped one. That's the problem. I skipped a harder one. Well, okay, bonus time. One that we missed. Anybody shout it out as soon as you figure it out. My Bologna.
well,
My Corona.
Yes. By
is it the Knack?
the Knack. Yes, okay. I did think it Lola was by the Kinks, and then I saw the Knack, and I fritzed out. But yes,
Similar K words.
yes, I knew Yoda before I knew Lola, and
Yes.
honestly, if you didn't know, it'd be hard to guess which one was parodying which.
I've never heard Lola. So.
Oh, you need to hear Lola.
I've never heard My
And
Sharona either.
don't worry
Yeah.
about that. Maybe you should hear it at some point, but you should definitely check out Lola, and I'll give you no spoilers beyond that. But I'm trying to remember to post it into the Slack. All right,
Okay.
whose turn is it? I think it's Nadia's.
Mm-hmm.
So the song is Cavity Search.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can guess from that.
These later ones, I need to actually know the song because
Yeah.
it's just like cute rhymes.
Yeah, a lot of the 80s ones I just know, but the new ones I have no clue. Yeah.
Mikey, do you have any idea?
No, I'm running through the entire lyrics of Amish Paradise in my head instead. So
Okay, well that's not Cavity Search, but it's on the same album.
what? I had that album. Oh my god, it's the one about going to the dentist. Fuck.
Yes.
Because it's Weird Al, so it's not going to be that kind of cavity search. He is kind of family friendly. Christ, I had that album. Oh no, I don't remember it though.
You remember how this?
Oh, I do. It's U2.
Yes, it is U2. What song is it?
It's Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me.
Yep.
Wow. I remember in the instrumental breakdown, he has a dentist drill and some going, like,
I would never have got that in a million years. Wow. What U2 album was that again? Does anyone remember?
that was the theme song for the second Tim Burton Batman film.
Okay.
Da, 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 da. Yeah.
And finally,
Like early 90s. Yeah.
Enjoy.
Finally, Mikey, I guess you get this one. The hardest, perhaps? I don't know. But it is the Brady Bunch.
No.
Nope.
Sorry, just nope.
It is, in fact, a song that's already come up that we've mentioned on this stream.
Can you give us a hint by telling us the decade?
Well, the song, the Weird Al version came out in 1983.
Ha!
Wow.
Okay.
Nope.
I can't remember any of the songs that have come up now.
The lyrics go, you can watch Mr. Rogers, you can watch Three's Company, and you can turn on Fame or the Newlywed Game or the Addams Family.
Swifty Dance!
I say, you can watch Barney Miller, and you can watch your MTV, and you can watch till your eyes fall out of your head. That'll be okay
Men with that hat.
Yes.
I hope they eventually did get hats.
Good night, Lele. Thank you for joining.
Yay. Amazing.
Do we want to keep on with this, or do you want to try something else, or are we? Do we want to call it an early night, or what?
I have to pee.
Me too. We can have a pee break.
Yeah.
Chris could play some music while we.
Get out the ukulele.
Okay, we're gonna have a pee break, everybody.
Oh, Chris.
Yes.
Look what just. I think you can still see me even if there's a thing.
I can see you. Yes, you've got yourself.
Came in the mail.
Excellent. I don't know where my copy. Oh no, I don't have. I think I only have an ebook copy of it these days. But that's good. And especially because you've got the new one with all the corrections.
Yeah, I started reading it today.
For anyone watching, if anyone's watching, which I don't think they are, we're looking at some Samuel Delaney.
Yeah. Are there 4 of these books, or is
there's 4? Yes.
Okay. It's just this mound of hair.
Yeah, there are 4 of them. The third one, I think, is a novel, and the fourth one is basically 2 novellas.
Okay.
And they're all great, and absolutely, Tales of Neverion are fantastic. Possibly his best fiction.
I am enjoying it so far, but I'm not very far in. So
yeah, and it sort of. I mean, even at the very beginning, you can get a sense of what he's trying to do with the first.
I like that pee break as a banner. I have to say, I do enjoy Jackbox, but I am liking this sort of loosey-goosey, what's going to happen next? Anything can happen kind of format.
I've been bumped down the order.
I'm sorry. It happens. You pee, you get reshuffled.
Jared has ascended. The strong will ascend.
Now Jared is the right hand of Baskerville.
Well, yes, Nadia.
I'm just pointing.
Okay.
Still learning practicing the whole pointing and not pointing at Jared and
so it's so sideways backwards. I have no idea where this question's coming from. It's a good question, so I will allow it.
Banjo arm.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. Can I still speak like words out of my harmonica mouth, or am I just like sort of communicating like harmonica sounds
more
back and forth between 2 tones?
I do like my arms, but I also like my banjook.
Also, is it like a third extra banjo arm? Like, do you get to keep your original arm, and then you also have a banjo arm? Because that would just be a bonus, I think. Although, the banjo could get in the way.
True, because if you had to sacrifice one arm to make it a banjo arm, it would be hard to play your own banjo arm because you could.
Can you feel pain in the banjo?
When you pluck it?
If anything happens to it, is there sensation in it?
It could feel real good.
It could be pleasurable, yes, that's what I was thinking.
Just sitting around strumming my banjo.
Do all four of you or all three of you?
Oh, include a Basky.
Hold on.
Oh, see, that is a different deal.
In that spirit, I still feel like their harmonica mouth would like take away my ability to speak words, which is like just a no. I'll take the banjo arm.
Could you do ASL and like accompany yourself musically with your harmonica mouth though? Because that could be kind of cool.
Okay. Oh, you just have a harmonica in front of your mouth perpetually. Yeah, I can work around that.
Would it mean you couldn't eat corn on the cob?
Like a spectral floating harmonica that's not attached to anything.
I don't think I want a tracheotomy if I can avoid it. For like a feeding tube. That doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
No, I think I'm going banjo. I like harmonicas. Okay, but the banjo seems better.
It is the better instrument. I'll give you that.
It's true. Yeah, harmonica is not really worth giving up a major body part for.
Do all of you humans on the feed have your Slack open?
I mean, I have my phone.
Here it is. Yes.
Hold on a second.
Oh, we're getting all sorts of questions here.
Like, of us.
Steal a plunger.
Well, I mean, if it's a bathroom emergency, I feel the ends justify the means there. You don't want like poop water everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly would. I wouldn't have a problem with it. Mike,
I would return the plunger once the emergency was resolved. So I would not be stealing it. I would simply be kind of deputizing the plunger.
If you could all start a private message with me in the Slack, in the work Slack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just say hi right now.
Not the enclosure, but the other one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I'm in the right one. Okay.
There's Jared. There's Nadia. Great. Just making sure that works. We're going to play basically Balderdash.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you a weird word. You're going to make up a plausible, I guess, definition. Send them to me. I'll mix them around, shoot them back at you, and then with the real definition, and then you'll take turns voting for which one you think is the real one.
Gotcha.
And if you're in the audience, sure, add it. Add your thought. The first word we're going to do here, and I've got a collection of old-time forgotten English cards. And the first one we're looking at is this one.
Do we all do it?
So all of you send me what you think besom means. All of you will send me what you think a besom might be. Or besom as an adjective, if you think it's an adjective. Or as a verb, if you think it's a verb.
Oh, Baskin will be some cute. I sent you mine, Chris.
I'm just waiting on Nadia's. There we go. And then
we can dance if you want to.
Sorry about this.
Friends don't dance, and if they don't, that's fine.
Oh, sorry about that, everybody. Okay, so here are our four options for besom. They are. Let me just make sure that we have a thing there with the thing. Okay, I will add in our
correct definition.
We've got a viewer suggestion, so I will add that one in. So, a besom, is it, of these 5 things, is it wax used to condition a snare drum? Is it a chicken that has passed its egg-laying days? Is it a bundle of twigs or a broomstick? Is it a dress style? Or is it of a pleasant countenance? Those are the options.
All right.
And we will have, let's say, Jared, you can go first. What one will you vote for?
I'm voting for the broom thing.
The broom thing. Okay, Nadia, what have you got?
Sorry, could you repeat them again?
Sure. We've got wax used to condition a snare drum, a chicken that's past its egg-laying days, a bundle of twigs or a broomstick, a dress style, of a pleasant countenance.
I am also going to go with bundle of sticks.
Okay, Mikey, what have you got?
Well, that was actually also my choice, so...
Oh, everybody thinks it's a bundle of sticks. That is the correct answer. So you all did very well. Nobody tried to bluff. Yes, it is a bundle of sticks. It's the word that becomes broomstick. And it says here, take it with a grain of salt, a medieval couple was considered legally married if they jumped over a besom placed on their door stoop.
Yeah, Wiccan wedding ceremonies do that thing too. They jump over a broomstick.
Yeah, there you go.
Leave your friends behind.
Okay, this one, next one, very good, very good. The next one, let's see if hopefully someone will be fooled this time by something. But the word we're going to try for is Lavrock. Lavrock.
Oh.
I assume that's how it's pronounced.
Lava rock.
Could be lava rock. Could indeed. Lavrock.
Laverick.
Could be Laverick.
Lava rock.
Could indeed. See if we have anything from the viewers. We don't.
Viewers.
And we're going to get this last one in. That card for the last one. So the divorce could easily occur if one member of the couple replaced the broom and jumped back. I don't know if that's even remotely true, but
This seems like something the Victorians would have made up about the Middle Ages
Boy.
to show how enlightened they were.
Oh, Chris!
Chris!
Where did you go?
I don't know what to do.
Baskerville has seized power.
Yep. Oh.
And she's going to do nothing with it.
Yeah, okay, you're back. Woo! Thank fuck.
Okay, let me put in the viewer suggestion here. And let me put them in the randomizer 2000. It's kind of old. All right, Nadia, we're going to start with you. Here are your 5 items. Is it a type of hard candy popular in 19th century New England? Is it a pedestal made of rocks? Is it another name for the lark? Is it a tool for shaping hardwoods? Or is it a clump of dry seaweed?
Huh. Lark.
You're going for the lark. Mikey.
That is also the one I want to go for.
All right. Well, Jared?
Oh, God. I actually knew what besom was. This one, I'm totally lost. I'm going to dissent. I'm going to say it's the tool for shaping wood or whatever that one was.
A tool for shaping hardwoods. All right. Well, Jared, you said it was a tool for shaping hardwoods.
I did.
I'm afraid the hardwoods are all coming from Mikey Cobbins. So you got fooled by him, and Mikey would get a point if we were playing with points, which, we could be. The actual answer, well, let's see. The other two of you said it was a lark, and indeed, that is a form of the word that would become lark. It says here, during the Middle Ages, groups of adolescent boys and girls would go into the field to catch larks, which were considered a culinary delicacy.
Yeah.
Which could be true.
I mean,
I don't know.
songbirds have a long history of being eaten. So.
Yeah, they're pretty tasty. Let's see if I can find another one. I guess these are all medieval words, so 19th century clues may not be. May or may not. Well, actually, that's not true. These aren't all. They aren't all medieval.
Yeah, mix it up.
Well, I mean, they're mostly. I'm not gonna.
Weird ass Victorian words. There were so many.
I feel like these are all sort of filtered through the Victorian era. This word we're going to do is an apple squire. Apple squire.
Apple squire. Good Lord.
This sounds like 1895 gay slang.
Yeah, exactly. So, Chris? Did you just say that these were all medieval, though, or you?
They're not. They're just old.
Okay. Apple.
It had been so far.
Leave your friends. God damn it. Don't dance, and if they don't dance, and that's nothing divine. Maybe I should sing.
Okay, there's Mikey's, there's Jared's, and there is Nadia's.
The audience participation for this one.
See if the audience has given me one. They seem like they have.
Yeah.
And let me go to the random.org randomizer. Let me try not to accidentally backspace my way out of the browser.
Random.
Okay, Mikey, tell me what an apple squire is. Is it a laborer in an orchard?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a prostitute's watchman?
Mm.
Is it a servant that worms apples for their sire?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a disobedient schoolboy?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it a bee, as in the flying insect?
Oh! I was going for the prostitute's watchman till the bee, but the bee is too perfect. It is a bee.
Okay, it is a bee. Jared, what do you think it is?
I think it's a bee too.
It's a bee. Nadia, what do you think?
Okay. That was a lot, and they went by really quickly. So could you?
Sure, I can. A laborer in an orchard, a prostitute's watchman, a servant that worms apples for their sire, a disobedient schoolboy, or a bee.
The dewormer. I'm gonna go with
the dewormer. All right. So, Nadia, you thought that it was a servant that deworms apples. I'm afraid that was our viewers' suggestion.
Very good. I went with the most literal.
It is a very good suggestion. But that unfortunately was not right. So 2 points for Team Viewer. And let's see, Jared and Mikey both went with a bee, which Nadia was not fooled by because it was her answer.
It's so perfect. Yeah. I think I will call bees that.
Well,
my second choice was the prostitute's watchman. I'm just getting out of there
in the 16th and 17th centuries, a term for a prostitute's bully or applejohn who kept sentinel at taverns for her.
I ought to have followed my gut, but I was so charmed by a bee being an apple squire. You know, apple trees are full of bees when they're in bloom.
I'm missing. So all ye medievalists, what is the apple connection there? How does it? Why apple?
So they theorize on the card, which again, grain of salt. They theorize that it has to do with Eve.
Oh, okay.
And the Garden of Eden.
Sure. An apple is a very symbolic fruit.
Yeah,
temptation and sin and so forth.
I remember my undergrad Chaucer professor told us that, like, in medieval times, it was oftentimes a pear and not an apple, because I don't think the Bible specifies.
No, it doesn't.
Pears are delicious as well.
Yeah.
Okay. This next one is Easel or Azel. I'm not sure.
Etzel.
Etzel. Could be anything.
Well.
But what could it mean?
I don't like it.
Oh my god.
Okay. Try not to worry it too much.
You must sizzle the answer. Sizzle it.
Yes. Take one steak, pepper it squarely, sizzle the meat. Question corner. Is the steak unsatisfactory? You must sizzle the meat. It must sizzle.
What is that?
That's an Akewood reference.
It's an Akewood reference.
Okay.
They find Martha Washington's cookbook, and this is her recipe for steak. And it's done in this sort of 18th century printing style with the long stem S's that look like F's. So it must sizzle.
The heck was that noise? Oh, I know what that noise was. We don't have it. We're using different software, so it's not on screen. But thank you very much for following.
Yay! We've entertained someone.
Yay! We do this. Well, we do something every Friday night, and it's become more and more random as it's gone along. And then yes, and in the mornings I do a live stream of crossword puzzles. If you're that kind of freak like me, excellent. Okay, who starts? It's Jared's turn, I believe.
Yeah.
So what's an Etzel? We don't know how it's pronounced. Is it a ladder into a ship's hold? A Northumbrian word for a stoat, a beast of burden like a donkey, a polite way to say ass, or is it the awning that protects merchants' stands in Moroccan marketplaces?
I'm gonna say the beast of burden one.
The beast of burden one. Okay, yeah. Nadia.
What was the second last one?
The second last one is a polite way to say ass.
Okay. I'm going to say the ladder, the ship's ladder.
The ship's ladder, the ladder into a ship's hold. Mikey, which one are you going for?
I'm going for the awning.
The awning. All right.
Divide the room.
Yes, everybody's picked something different. So Mikey said it was the awning that protects merchants' stands in Moroccan marketplaces.
That was me, so I'm wrong.
That was Nadia's.
Yeah, Nadia, I like your answers.
Jared said that it was, I believe you said it was a beast of burden like a donkey.
Yes.
That is the correct answer.
Oh, okay.
Nadia, you said it was a ladder into a ship's hold. I believe that's Mikey's.
Yeah.
Yes.
We just swapped.
You just swapped points. But yes, no, it's a beast of burden like a donkey. What made you think that?
Because it sounds like the Hebrew word for servant. And I could see the Middle Ages getting all over that.
Right. Well, it's neither medieval nor from Hebrew. It's from the 17th century, and it is, and Nadia, it's Dutch. But the reason Jared might have known it is that this word for a beast of burden would later be used for that weird beast of burden that artists use to hold up their canvases while they're painting al fresco or whatever. So that's the word that we get easel from.
Nice.
Interesting.
And of course it's Dutch.
Because Dutch people
Dutch masters.
Like Dutch masters, yes. Exactly. So there you go. We've learned something, I guess.
Yeah. Fuck.
We're not playing for points.
No, I know. I'm not dismayed at how poorly I'm doing. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Okay,
We're
let's
going to use our one anonymous viewer.
let's do one more to wrap up on, and then we'll call it quits for the night because we'll hit 10 o'clock our time, or my time, not all of our time. This word
Toronto is not the center of the universe.
Surprisingly enough, Baker need. Baker need. Please send me your definition for what it might mean to say someone is Baker need.
Oh my god.
What does that mean?
Baker need.
Okay.
You have notifications turned off.
Yes.
Slackbot just told me.
Oh, it's after 10 now. That's why.
Ah.
But I can still get your messages. Don't
Thank
worry.
you, Slackbot. Thank you for your service. Tom's Diner. I am sitting at the diner on the corner. Woof. Yes. Perhaps I should have prepared some jokes.
Gotta have that filler material.
Oh my goodness.
You should
Interplay.
have a ukulele or banjo to hand.
Just replace your arm with a banjo and you'll always have.
No. I would need to have better shoulder mobility in addition to a banjo arm. Ding, 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 ding.
Okay, that's everything. And let me put them into the random bot 3 million.
Oh my goodness, it just keeps going up.
They're really working on the technology all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mikey, which of these means Baker need?
Cool. Hit me.
I don't remember actually if it's your turn, but we'll go with it anyways. With knees smelling of yeast.
Is that a common condition?
It might have been back in the day.
Talk to your doctor if.
Arthritic.
Mm-hmm.
Arthritic.
Yep.
Describing someone whose knees rub together when they walk.
Okay.
Where you take someone over your knee and spank them with a rolling pin.
Oh. Oh.
Wait, finish.
Getting
Yeah.
4 hours now, aren't we?
Afflicted with swelling of the legs.
Is that the full list?
That is the full list.
Afflicted.
Hey, thank you, Brundlefly & Co. I think I know who that is. Thank you for following.
Yeah. Hi. I think I know who it is as well, so hello. I am going with the last one.
You're going with afflicted with swelling of the legs.
Correct.
Okay, Jared.
Arthritic.
Arthritic. And Nadia.
Afflicted with swelling of the legs.
Afflicted with swelling of the legs. Okay. So, both Mikey and Nadia went with afflicted of swelling of the legs, which is not the correct answer because that is Jared's answer.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. No. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah.
So you've given some points to Jared, but you know what? That's okay because Jared picked arthritic, which was both Mikey and Nadia's.
Nadia. Wait, this way. High five. High five. Yeah.
I can't believe we both hit the that's
We
very
both had the same word.
I thought it seemed like a shorter list.
It was not a shorter list. I had to make one up.
Oh.
And yet nobody fell for my fake answer, which was with knees smelling of yeast. The real answer.
Mean, that's not a thing that happens enough that there would be a word for it.
Well, maybe it did back in the day.
18th century.
But also the least convincing.
18th century description of someone whose knees rubbed together when he or she walked as if kneading dough.
Okay.
Bakers Bakers, once jocularly known as burn crusts, were said to be especially vulnerable to knee problems, as their knees typically bent slightly backward because they stood while making bread.
Oof.
None of that makes any sense.
The kernel that I would have believed is that bakers had like joint issues from standing all day.
Yeah.
No doubt. No doubt.
I mean, burn crust is such a shady name for a baker. I kind of like it.
Yeah, well, bakers.
You get up at 4 a.m. to make us bread. Let's insult you.
Another anatomical term applied to bakers was baker-legged, which is different from baker-kneed, describing one whose legs bent outward.
So,
bow-legged.
Oh, okay. I'm still
as opposed to bending backwards.
Yeah, I'm still stuck on the knees going the wrong way. That's
baker-kneed versus baker-legged. Literally the same thing, but
yeah.
You could be. Oh no, you couldn't be both. Well, it's like you're really jacked up.
And records also indicate that bakers' feet were often twisted, badly shaped, or otherwise malformed.
From standing, no.
Yeah.
I don't know. I honestly wouldn't take this as a primary source. This ridiculous Barnes and Noble gift someone gave me once. Well, with that, it is now, we've been doing this for 2 hours. So thank you, everybody who just followed. Normally, we have a panel show on Saturdays at 3, but we're taking this week off. And every day at 11 o'clock Eastern time, this is all Eastern time, because I'm thinking in, I do a live stream where I solve the New York Times crossword puzzle and do some other crossword puzzles and other word games. Although I got real angry at the spelling bee today. So yeah. And yeah, if you come and join, we just hang out and chat, and it's a good way to start or enjoy the middle of your day. Or if you're in like Europe, I guess it's a nice after work treat. I don't know. But in the meantime, I guess we have theme music now. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and we will be back next week with another assortment of games that may or may not involve playing Jackbox, and we would be happy if you joined us again. And maybe Basky will be there too, being a little cutie, as she is. We all have podcasts over at megaphonic.fm. Check them out if you'd like. That is another thing you could do. We're pretty cool. I don't know, maybe.